Hey guys, it's Jake with the NSB Woodsman channel. Today I'm going to be doing a unboxing of new winter boots, and that's going to be the start of a winter camping series on a budget. And I'm also going to be doing a little bit of a review for a new pocket folding knife that I got recently, and that is by Ganzo, so stay tuned. Sorry that I have been so absent on my channel here for the last couple weeks. My family and I have been in Washington, D.C. and in the mid to northern part of Michigan on vacation, so we've been all around the past couple of weeks, so I apologize that it's taken me a couple weeks to get another video up for you. Today I wanted to discuss a couple of things. On my camping trip with my family, I had an opportunity to use a new pocket knife that I just purchased, and I've been seeing more and more videos from this company, so I did want to mention the knife. And actually, I heard about this. Got to give a quick shout out to Mike over at Bushcraft Bartons, one of my favorite channels. In case you haven't checked it out, definitely do so. But he had purchased several of these knives and has given a few of them away, but for the price, and after watching one of his videos on kind of showing what they look like, it looked like a pretty good buy. So I want to talk a little bit about that knife first. And that knife is the Ganzo G727M. Get that close, and I got it in the camo. Digital camo pocket knife. So the only thing I'm going to talk about real quick is really I'm not a knife maker. I don't claim to be an information bank as far as knives go. I try and pay attention to certain elements like how the edge holds up, the overall shape and feel of the knife, and whether or not I'm going to be able to make a knife last for a long time after some abuse. Those are the kinds of knives I like to buy, and if I can get them at a decent price, then I'm going to do so. This knife came out of the box just looking really pretty. It is, I believe it's a 9-inch from the back all the way to the point. 9 inches in total, but the handle is actually pretty. I've got relatively large hands, and it fits, check that out, pretty darn well for a pocket knife. So it's got some girth to it without being too incredibly heavy. I like that a lot, because every other pocket knife I've ever had, you know, the handle's real short and I get a little nervous about slicing my finger on the edge, it being too close. The other thing, I've never bought a pocket knife that has this dip here for your finger, and I'm still kind of considering how much I like that. When I was doing feather sticks the other day, I'll be honest, I wasn't really using the curve here for the index finger. I really was kind of choking down a little bit on the grip and doing feather sticks as such. I also didn't really use the jimping very much either when doing the feather sticks. Once again, it was more fist. But let me tell you, I put this thing to some work over the weekend. I batoned with this, and I don't know exactly what you would call the technique, but once you baton a few times and you get your quarters or your eighths of your log, I've seen a technique where you kind of stick the point of the knife in there, hammer it in, and then give it a twist to kind of split your quarters or your eighths into finer kindling. So the point got some work. I did feather sticks with this all out of the box. I didn't retouch anything before going to work with it, and I gotta tell you, for a $20 knife, pocket knife folder, this thing does some work. I will say, take a look, here's kind of what it looks like. Because it is a folding knife, a pocket knife, be aware that if you're doing feather sticks for, you know, extended period, we cooked with fire, so I was doing a lot of feather sticks over the course of the weekend, breakfast and lunch both days pretty much, and then an evening fire both nights. That I was doing a lot of feather sticks to start my fires, and your hand really wears out quick. So I recommend that if you're going to be doing a lot of fine work with a folding knife, wear gloves. It helped a lot. Learned my lesson. I'll give you a quick visual. If you can see that, there's a blister. That's more from axe work, but either way, this I would recommend. This is, once again, it's the Ganzo knives. If you can see that, Ganzo knives, and it comes. Wow, I mean, it comes sharp. Let me give you guys just a quick visual of how sharp it comes. Bear with me here. So I don't always recommend doing this, and you're going to get a terrible look at my fingernails, but very lightly touching it. See if you can see that. I mean, it's pretty darn sharp right out of the box. For a $20 knife, I mean, the only other knife I've ever bought for less than, you know, under 30, under 40 bucks that's come this sharp has been the Mora. And those Moras come, as you all know, wicked sharp. This, for not being a Scandi grind, wicked sharp. So I'm loving the Ganzo, and I would recommend it. All right, moving on. I want to, in case you guys don't know, I live in Michigan, and living in Michigan, we do have seasons, right? We've got, sometimes we only have 2, but most of the time we get all 4. And I am not one to be confined indoors for half of the year. I don't understand why people that live in the north hate the winter so much. We've got to deal with it. You know, it's like that old mantra, there's no such thing as bad weather, only bad clothing, right? Well, in that spirit, I want to start a series. It is September here in Michigan, the end of September. We just went out last weekend camping, and it was beautiful. It got down to about 45, 50 at night, and during the day it was 70, so perfect. But we're going to be entering into some colder weather. So with that in mind, I want to start talking about winter camping, getting yourself and getting family members outdoors in the wintertime, being comfortable. That comes with preparation, but if there are any backpackers or any avid outdoorsmen out there watching this, you might know that winter gear is often very expensive. So my goal this winter is going to be getting you out there, but getting you out there inexpensively. That is always key for me. I don't know about you guys, but I don't mind spending money as long as I'm spending it in what I think is a good way. So with that in mind, I bought some new boots for the hunting and winter camping season, and I just pulled these out of the box. I just wanted to show them to you. I hadn't heard about these. I just wanted to look up something that was going to keep me warm in the winter, that was not super expensive, and that, you know, was going to do the job. Well, I haven't had an opportunity to test it, so this will come later. This is just an unboxing, so it's not going to be a review of anything, but I got the Kamiq, not sure how you pronounce it, Hunter. This is what it looks like. It's a molded boot. It's made in Canada, so I'm hoping they know what they're doing up there. When it comes to cold weather, I hope they do. You can see right there. Let's see if I can get it in the light. There's the brand, made in Canada. So the other reason I wanted to do an unboxing of these shoes is because as I was doing research into, a value winter boot, I was trying to get some good intel about the boot, and there were a lot of reviews online from different people that had purchased it. I will say that a lot of the reviews had said that they run small out of the box. I didn't find that to be the case. I slipped it on my foot and thought that it fit just about right. I'm an 11.5 shoe, a US 11.5, and I purchased the 11. I got it down a half size because of all the reviews that I read. But I would say if you're planning on using this in the winter and you wear thick socks anyways, just go with what you think is right. Half size up or half size down, depending on what your foot is. I'm a little nervous that with thick socks, I might be a little snug, and you don't really want that in a winter boot, but we'll deal with that when it happens. So let me show you what I couldn't find online. What I couldn't find information about really was the liner in these boots. And I tried to look up some videos about, this particular boot, and they did have one, but they didn't really show that liner very well. So I'm going to try and show that to you. These boots, they say, are good down into, it says good down to -40 degrees. And I'm guessing that was Fahrenheit. I'm not positive. When I read that, I was pretty skeptical. But here's what we're looking at as far as a boot liner goes. Let me try and get you a visual on this here. It's, a 1/2 inch thick liner. It's pretty heavy duty. Now this isn't wool, this is, felt basically. But I figured that if it didn't do the job well enough, I could just order some replacement liners if it came to that. But then I tried these on as soon as I got them, and I gotta tell you, this 1/2 inch liner felt pretty darn comfy. And it was a relatively warm day in September when I got them. Slipped them on real quick, and instantly my foot felt warm. The reason that I was in the market for new boots is one of my other winter boots, and I'll be honest with you, it was a Sorel boot. It's lasted me for years. I think I've had those boots for about 6 years. But one of the boots was somehow getting water in the sole, maybe in some minute crack, but spending several hours out in, the snow, I would start to feel it on one of my feet. So I'm hoping that these hold up to that kind of strain. And here's what the sole looks like on these bad boys. So I don't know, they're pretty darn well designed as far as what I'm going to be using them for. I wouldn't necessarily recommend them if you're going up and down mountains or anything like that. Mainly because, flexibility will be low. As far as the mold of these soles go, it's going to be great for trekking around in snow, mud, but it's not necessarily going to be great if I, decide to take on any hiking trails that are extensive at all. But it's got a nice size heel to it, and I do like the design of the bottom of that boot. So I'm pretty excited to test these out. Wanted to show them to you guys in case you're looking for a new winter boot. Once again, I'll follow up. I'll put a link to the new one once it's winter time and I've had an opportunity to test them, so I can actually give you guys a decent review, not just an unboxing. But I'm pretty excited to try them out. And if you guys have any questions about it, let me know. The price point on these is $50 US, so it's not going to break the bank even if they suck. Pardon my French. It's not going to be. I'm not gonna die. I don't want to pay for a $200 pair of boots and something happens to them and that's it. That would break my heart. Something happens to these guys, You know, they don't keep me warm down to -40. In case you guys don't know, I know I mentioned it earlier. I live in Southwest Michigan, so last year I think the coldest it got was about 0 degrees, -5 with wind chill Fahrenheit. So I'm not too concerned. But anyways, this is going to be the first step in preparing cheap for winter camping. Good set of cheap winter boots that's going to keep me warm. Very simple design, not made for backpacking. That's something entirely different. This is just for, you know, a mile hike tops. You don't really want to be trekking out too far in this design of a shoe. It's also waterproof, so you know you don't want to be sweating too much in it if you're going to be backpacking and everything like that. If you're just setting up a base camp, you can always, you know, kick them off for a while, put your feet by the fire. All right, well, leave your comments if you have any. Please subscribe. Looking for new subscribers, and I promise I won't make you guys wait another 2.5 weeks for the next upload, okay? Stay tuned. I think my next video is going to be either another unboxing, continuing this winter camping series, or I'm going to upload a video about a bushcrafting waist pack that I have, and I'm basically going to be constructing that right along with you guys. So vote for it if you want to. I know there's my videos are starting to get a few views, not very many, but if you do like what you see, go ahead and leave some comments on what you'd like to see next, and I'll take that into consideration. Thanks so much for your views, and hope to see you next time. Take it easy.